Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the series of Azure DevOps from zero to a superhero. It basically means that even if you are a noob in Azure DevOps and you want to start from extreme zero, then there's no need to worry about anything. You can literally start from no knowledge of Azure without even knowing what is Azure. You can start from there and you can get a very good tech job in Azure DevOps industry. So, yeah, let's begin. There are just five key steps in which you will learn how to become Azure DevOps engineer, or you can just become an infrastructure engineer, whatever you need. So, let's get into it. The very first step is to learn from Microsoft Docs. So, Microsoft has provided its own documentation for Azure as well as Azure DevOps separately and in also integrated way. So, from Microsoft Docs, you can very easily learn about Azure and Azure DevOps. The very interesting option here is that they provide a sandbox environment. So, in that, you'll get to have hands-on practice on all the topics that are given there. So, Microsoft Docs is a best way when it comes to prepare for Azure as well as Azure DevOps. The second option is to create a free account, and yes, let's say it's a mandatory step. Use your credit card or debit card, any MasterCard. So basically, use it and make a free account and start practicing. Start creating resources in Azure, start deploying your application, start creating storages, stuffs like that. Third one is to take code from GitHub repo. Why it is important? Every time you're not going to just start by writing code and then trying to deploying it. Writing code, writing any application code takes a lot of time. Everybody understands that, and so to save on that time, we can directly take a repository from GitHub, clone it, and get that code into our Azure repo and then try deploying that code. Let's say, for example, an MVC application. You cloned the repository that is in GitHub. You took that code in Azure repo and now you're trying to deploy that MVC application in Azure DevOps. You're trying to build and release that application, and it seems to be when you try to write code, it seems to be time consuming. So let's avoid that and take the code from GitHub. The fourth one, and yeah, a very good step is to start watching videos on a YouTube channel. So Microsoft has its own YouTube channel, which has various videos about Azure and then also Azure DevOps integration. There are also free resources, various free contents on the net itself. There are many YouTube channels also which will give you a better understanding of various concepts in Azure. The final one is to get your hands dirty. You cannot learn anything without doing the hands on practice. I have experienced it myself. So, the key here is the more you practice, the more you learn, and which is very essential no matter what you try to learn. Practice is very, very important. So, yeah, try to do as many hands on as you can. Microsoft, initially, when you create an account, Microsoft gives a credit of 200 USD, United States dollars, for you to create resources and for you to practice, or if you just want to see how it everything works in Azure, or it is good for you or not, you can do anything with that amount that Microsoft is providing you. After 1 month, you can start with a pay as you go model, or you can take a yearly subscription. Anything you can do. If you want to save on that cost, just create resources and delete them, so you can save those 200 USD and utilize it in a very good way, I would say. So yeah, these five steps, in these five steps you will ensure that you have very good knowledge about Azure. After that, you can try giving a few exams like AZ 900, which is a very basic one. It's a fundamental exam, sorry, in Azure. And after that, you can start with AZ 204, and after that AZ 400. There are various learning paths. I'll cover it in next video. For now, follow these steps and just be a DevOps pro. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.